CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, welcome back everyone. This week's Pictures Week being brought to you by Gardens Deer Processing, and they will be processing on the 22nd.
It's Flowers Deer Processing though, not Gardens. Flowers Deer Processing. They do have a garden center though. It's all right. You know, confusion's okay. You did. You said Gardens Processing.
It's
but that's
flowers.
All right. You know, we got to give you a hard time once in a while. I can't be the only one messes up around here.
I'll tell you, that dementia's working.
That's right. That dementia will get you, man. You know, we were talking earlier about unique deer on the trail cams, and I wanted to share this. This was actually sent to us from Richard Felter on Facebook, and this is a trail cam photo he got of a really unique deer. And it's a little bit cut off here, as a matter of fact, but that is his main beam on the left side, growing down like that. So that's just a pretty neat deer he wanted to share with us.
Has he got just two though?
Yeah, it looked like he just had two. Okay. This is Ralph Trammell. You know, we were talking earlier about the giveaway we had a few weeks ago. He sent us this picture when he got his NWTF prize pack with his Browning Ignite knife and his NWTF sharpener and his hat. So we want to say thanks to Ralph again for watching, and thanks for sending us that picture to share with us.
That's exactly right.
Joe Sanders with another one off Old Hickory Lake, out there in the floating around in that kayak and catching all the bass that all of us is driving past.
That's right.
he's staying after him. So congratulations to Joe on that. And then this one here on the end I wanted to share. This is Emery. She got her deer back that she got last year on the juvenile hunt from Wilson's Wildlife Archery. We just picked it up at the NWTF banquet a couple weeks ago, and this is her before we got it hung up on the wall. So I told her that I would get it on here and let everybody see her mount. She's mighty proud of it. Well, it was originally going to be in the bedroom, and then she decided she picked out a spot in the living room.
Oh, so
now it's hanging in the living room. Now everybody can see it. So I want to thank Wilson's for doing a fantastic job on that mount, as always.
And those guys are great. You can send your pictures to us here at Southern Woods and Waters, 474 James Robinson Parkway, Nashville, Tennessee, 37219, or better yet, send them by Facebook to Southern Woods and Waters, and we'll get them on here really, really fast. And we do appreciate all those fine folks sending pictures in.
We do, and you know, we really hope to get some good ones this week. I hope you guys send us some
good ones this week.
Send us some good pictures. We're really looking forward to it. We'd love to get them.
It's going to be awesome. Now everybody's keying up for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is going to be the time.
As far as temperature goes, tomorrow's going to be the time.
It's going to be the best
as far as what's going to want them to get up and get moving around. And I've noticed too with our deer and several other people I've talked to, there's a lot of morning movement right now. And you know, when we typically think early bow season, like in September, when we would normally be starting at the end of September, we think afternoons. You know, there's people I know personally that don't even hunt mornings. They hunt afternoons. But I tell you, you know, we keep the cameras out all the time, the cell cameras, and right now it is absolutely a morning movement for us. And several friends that watch their farms all the time, it's kind of been the same trend. So it looks like they're kind of in a morning pattern, and I would assume as they shift their feeding patterns here before long, it's when it will become more of an evening pattern. So that's one thing I've noticed different with this early season so far this year, you know, just trying to figure out what's different. That's one thing that does seem to be different to me, is they're moving a lot in the mornings.
They're moving a lot in the mornings. Do you think though that it's because we got the full moon going on right now? I mean, it's pretty light up there. You know, 2 o'clock in the morning.
That does obviously affect things. But they've really been doing this it's kind of been the trend for at least the last month. I mean, most of the buck pictures we have had, especially the better bucks, have been between 5:30 and 7:30 in the morning. It's almost like what I think they're doing is they are feeding a lot at night, a lot more at night. But they're feeding all the way as far into that morning as they can because it's so much cooler then, and then we're catching them on their way back to bed.
And I'm going to tell you something else too, Brandon. A lot of people don't realize that right now there's still a lot of crops in the field.
Yeah, there is.
By the 22nd of September,
they'll be gone.
There'll be a lot of it been gone.
Yeah, and our friend the acorn will be on the ground.
Yeah.
And that's when that shift will start happening, where their patterns will change.
Yeah, the patterns change.
But right now, if you've got a good green field, especially a newly planted green field, man, they're wearing them out.
They are.
And because they're getting a little bit of the mass crop, but it's just now starting. That particular persimmon tree we looked at in that video, when I was out there last, there was a couple of persimmons on the ground. So I'm thinking, they'll probably be in around that area.
I also want to stress tonight that we've never, as Tennesseans, we've never had this opportunity before.
First time?
First time.
Ever.
Okay, so here's a great opportunity for us. And let's get some positive stuff going, because if we do, this might be something that the commission might think about continuing.
Yeah.
You get too many hiccups in there and it's going to go the other way for us. So let's try to do the right thing. And what I mean by that is, guys, gals, you got to understand, you're hunting the earliest season, and Saturday is supposed to be 85, Sunday 89, and then Monday, well, there's the season closed on Monday.
Closes Sunday.
But what I'm saying is, the trend is it's heating up.
Yeah, it is.
Friday being, Brandon's right, tomorrow will be the coolest morning of the entire hunt. So if you have an opportunity and you're not afraid to lose your job, then go on out there and have a good time.
Yeah.
But I want to stress to everybody, during the video, Brandon was showing you about practice. Practice is so important. I mean, it's a little bit late to be talking about it because it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it should have been happening the last several weeks.
But don't take those chance shots, those iffy shots. Because I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to have very long to recover that deer. When that temperature gets above 55 degrees, bacteria just starts multiplying. And you can ruin a good deer very, very fast.
You can. I mean, you definitely want to wait on a good broadside shot, good quarter-away shot, close shot. If you've done your homework, you should kind of know where they're feeding right now. They're in a pretty typical feeding pattern. But yeah, definitely take a good shot. And don't think of it as, because a lot of guys have talked about the heat and stuff, of course. But my opinion, we looked up the weather. You know how you and I are. We looked up the weather patterns, and not that this is going to be true every year, but last year, the 24th of August was 11 degrees cooler than it was on the 22nd of September.
That's right.
So the point is, you still need to be just as careful then, when it's that warm.
Definitely.
And then, of course, you've got extra precautions this time because of the velvet, if you want to preserve that velvet.
That's what I'm thinking.
And so, you just need to be prepared before you get there, because if you're ill prepared, it's going to make for a bad experience for you in the long run.
And even when you find your deer, and Lord knows we want everybody to find their deer, take some precautions, take some stuff with you to help you get that deer back safely to the truck or to the car, whatever the case, the four-wheeler. And also something that's going to help you protect that deer meat. I like to carry a little can of McCormick's black pepper.
Yeah.
Now McCormick's they're not helping me out here, but it's just a little can that I can buy at your grocery store, and you can go get it tonight at the dollar store. But McCormick's black pepper, and where I made that shot, and the shot goes in and got an exit, I just sit there and douse that black pepper around the entry and exit, around the mouth and nostrils. And if I'm going to go ahead and field dress it, I sprinkle it all in the field dressing, because what happens is flies won't land where that pepper is. So there's no way that the fly can come in there and lay its eggs and larvae and blow that meat. It can't happen because they don't like pepper.
Yeah, so that helps a lot. There's a lot of other precautions. We'll talk about some more stuff later.
We got to do our product of the week.
We do. Right now we're going to do this week's product of the week, and it's being sponsored by Caney Fork Outdoors. We were actually down there this past weekend doing a little fishing with them, floating the river. You can go see them right there at the Big Rock Market at the Center Hill Dam exit, or if you're right here around Nashville, go down and see them right there at the Donaldson Plaza Shopping Center.
Boy, if we got a neat little product for you tonight. Let's get look at this. This is Mr. Keith Murray. All right, he makes this, and he's in Lexington, Tennessee. But look at what a beautiful job he's done. This is my custom skinning knife, or field dressing knife, as you might call it. I had him make it just exactly like I wanted. As you can notice, I can put my finger right here on the top, and that is not sharp up there. It is ground, but it's not sharp. But I can easily guide that knife in those tight places in that chest cavity without worrying about getting cut. A lot of people might use a big knife and they got their hand in there, and they're doing stuff like this. You can get a big blade and cut you in a heartbeat. But with a little knife like this, I can easily work in there and work the esophagus and trachea, and I can go ahead and get the sinew from around the lungs and the heart. And I know that's grossing some of you out, but that's just the truth. So check him out. He has got a Facebook page, and check him out. Like I said, you're going to like him. Keith Murray out of Lexington or Jackson, Tennessee. Check him out. I think you're going to like him a lot. Okay? All right, and it's got a nice cap to go with it.
It does. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a minute. We're going to open our phone line, so be sure to give us a call. We'll see you with some more Southern Woods and Waters.